What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
Mr. James Shoot.
.com, and we got the premiere of a few movies. We have Pan.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman, my girlfriend Rooney Mara.
Garrett Hedlund, Rooney Mara, Levi Miller.
Yeah.
Or Levy Miller.
And then, kind of for Las Vegas, we get The Walk with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but the review's already on the
ChasingCinema.com/The Walk and on our YouTube channel.
By the way,
yeah.
So let's talk about Rooney Mara.
All right, so Pan. I don't know if we ever talked about this. I'm a huge lover of the Peter Pan character, the story. I remember reading that book when I was very, very young. I watched Hook a lot when I was a kid. I watched the animated movie a lot when I was a kid. So I've kind of grown up loving that story. And there was a cartoon on Fox. I want to say it was called Peter Pan and the... I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but Fox did a cartoon. It was a great cartoon. I just hear people keep bringing it up, so I'm like, oh, I gotta go back and rewatch that, you know? But everything Peter Pan, I've always kind of loved. And, you know, seeing that they're gonna do like a prequel, I'm kind of interested. Now, I know we've talked about this a little bit. Reviews have not been good for this movie so far. And a lot of people have, I kind of just lost my train of thought here. Where was I going with that? Well, anyway, the reviews are not doing so well as of right now. And I think that, if you remember well, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, why does Garrett Hedlund sound like he's doing a Joker impression?
Joker.
He sounds just like him.
Heath Ledger.
So that's kind of like my hesitance going in, but I love Hugh Jackman. When do you not enjoy Hugh Jackman?
You have to.
And now in a place where we are with effects and a few of the images that we're seeing in the trailer, like this movie could look so incredible. It could really look
so
beautiful. I've told you many times my favorite ride at Disneyland is Peter Pan because it's such a beautiful ride. They could really make a beautiful world with this movie. So I'm excited. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to set up. I'm assuming our goal here is to do Peter Pan after this, you know, or do Pan 2, whatever you want to call it, and set up the Hook and Pan feud. So yeah. I'm interested in seeing how all this is going to unfold because it looks like Pan and Hook are friends, which is not obviously how the story goes. So they're kind of recreating this retelling on their own. But I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
In my training, under the vision part of my training,
yes,
I always show this trailer because it looks so beautiful. You know?
Is very.
And someone had to have the vision to make this and craft this and make it become a reality.
And Rooney Mara looks so beautiful in this movie, and then just with that whole getup, she looks incredible. So I'm really excited to see more Tiger Lily.
And she's getting a lot of crap because she's not Native American.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I've seen some of that. But the Lost Boys weren't necessarily Native American though. So I mean, I know that it's supposed to be kind of like a tribe, but Lost Boys were a bunch of kids who were kind of thrown together all on Neverland that didn't want to be pirates. So that's kind of not the right criticism of this movie. I mean, I'd understand if they were Native Americans, but they're not, though that their tribe is considered, you know, a tribe. So, I don't know, I'm excited for this movie. Oh, and the Croc, I think the Croc looks so cool. I would love to kind of see that moment happen, if you know what I'm alluding to. I'm sure most of you are. But like I said, there's a few things, like, why are they calling him Hook before he has a hook? I think that's really weird. I don't think that's his last name. But, you know, I'm interested in seeing it.
Wasn't his name Hook in Robin Williams?
Yeah. Captain James T. Well, it's Captain James. I believe it's T something Hook, and I believe he has another last name, but they kind of just dubbed him Captain Hook.
Okay.
If what I can remember, I haven't read the book in some time, but I want to say it's James T. L. Cook, James T. L. Hook, and I'm sure some fans are like, no, it's this, but it's something like that. So I mean, it could have been his birth name, but this is really ironic. So.
All right, how long's the film?
2 hours.
Let's see how it is.
We got a good adventure. Let's do it.
All right, so we just got out of Pan, or at least you did.
Yeah, and you got out of The Walk. So really briefly, real quick, just tell me what you thought about The Walk, because I'm interested here.
Very good movie.
You enjoyed it?
I thought I was going to be annoyed with his French accent. Nope.
Yeah, some people said that. I didn't get annoyed either.
At the beginning, in the trailers I did.
Oh, really?
But right when the movie started, you really just get swarmed in, believe it, it's good. And yeah, the movie's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Very good 3D movie. Great movie.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the only thing I actually, because I didn't watch the 3D, and everyone says that the last 20 minutes when he's doing the walk, that's the part where the 3D just gets you.
I'm not much of a person I'm not afraid of heights, never had a problem with heights, but even my stomach kind of dropped looking over that
on the 3D
tower.
parts?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
see,
that's kind of nuts.
And I'll end it with they did such a good job too of respecting the Twin Towers.
Yeah, they made it into like a beautiful nod to the Twin Towers, which was really, really nice, because I always kind of wondered, I've never heard the real Philippe Petit's response to the Twin Towers in 9/11 and how he felt about that. So that was kind of a nice little touch. such, and them working with Philippe.
Does he say that in the documentary on the Netflix?
No, they don't really talk. I don't remember them talking about it. I'm sure they didn't want that to kind of be the focus. But I know Philippe worked really well with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and in this movie, so I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, he taught Joseph Gordon-Levitt how to walk rope.
Oh, I didn't know
how to walk
that.
wire, yeah. And like they even went and walked wire at the memorial. So.
I went to the memorial.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about that, but
Moving on, move forward.
moving on, move forward.
Pan.
I know I got to hear about your trip to New York. So Pan, this is okay. I know we do a review, and we'll do a review, but I just really want to kind of push everyone to go online, go to chasingcinema.com/pan and read it, because I did a little fun exercise this time. Pan was a disaster, and when I was kind of going through. When I was leaving the theater, I was looking through my notes, and I was like, man, I have so many, I don't know how I'm going to concise all this into a review. So I just posted my notes, because I think they were funny enough, and I think that they kind of got the point now. So I'm just going to go over a few things that just really bothered me. Nothing major, minor spoilers, be aware, but this movie is just all over the place. I mean, there's so many weird things going on that just don't make any sense. Okay, so this movie takes place during World War II, right? And Pan and his buddy are in an orphanage run by nuns. And in the very beginning, these nuns kind of lift this pirate flag, and the pirates come and get them. So I'm like, okay, that's weird enough. Like, why are these nuns working with the pirates? When did this all kind of work out? And there's bombs dropping, like they're in the middle of World War II. And we get to Neverland, and Hugh Jackman and all of his like slaves and people he's working on mines are singing Nirvana and the Ramones. It is just an odd like situation going on.
Oh, real Nirvana song.
They were singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and I was like, that's weird, because like, all right, if they were like, oh, we heard this song while we were stealing kids, that makes sense.
Now they're
but
in the 90s.
Yeah, it's World War II, so this song hasn't even invented yet. And then they're singing the Ramones later, so I'm just like, I don't know if director Joe Wright
Which one?
Blitzburg Creek or Blitzburg Bop, you know, hi, ho, let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, is the director trying to tell us that Blackbeard isn't a pirate and he's actually just a really great rock songwriter, or is he a pirate because he's stealing all of these songs? You know, just like really random things like that. Great effects as we're entering Neverland, but that's the only time we really use great effects. There's a few other little animation moments, but everything else just feels like it's thrown on a sound stage. And even like the magical parts are really weird. Like when Peter is traveling to Neverland, I don't consider that a spoiler because we all know that's where he's going. Like Peter Pan like floats off the boat and slaps a planet, and I'm just like, how can this man be like big enough to slap a planet? It was just the weirdest, oddest experience I've ever had. And then as the movie progresses, there's like these CGI bone birdish creatures that kind of look like Digimon. I'm just like, what am I watching right now at this point? And Blackbeard and all the pirates are invading the savages' land, and they're all shooting, and there's this moment where Pan and the groups are escaping, and they're like this. Just like no emotion, they're not into it, and this whole movie feels like that. It feels like nothing clicks at all. I was really disappointed with this movie.
How was the Joker, dude?
Oh, he didn't sound like the Joker, but every line of his was like, oh, we'll argue about this later, boy, and oh, we'll have to fight about this later. And I swear it got so annoying because they were just like, hey, guess what? Me and Pan fight eventually. Like, so much, it was like, okay, I get it. Can we move on? The only character I liked, the only character I found interesting was Smee. He was just a very unimportant character. He wasn't even really that funny, but he was the only character that I had any like interest in. But
how's Rooney Mara?
Rooney Mara was okay, but she was just kind of more as just a device than a character.
She wasn't bad though?
No, she wasn't bad.
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman was it was really weird. Like his performance comes off really strong in the first few minutes, and then he'd just been played by everyone else. That moment in the trailer where he's like crying, he's like, "If you come to kill me, Peter," you know, is like very tense. But it happened so early, it's kind of off-putting. Like you're like, wait, what? Why is he crying already? Like, why is he that freaked out? He could just kill this kid. And the rest of the movie, he's just a villain. He's just a bad guy. He's nothing spectacular. And you know me, man. I'm a huge advocate for Hugh Jackman, but there was nothing brought to this movie. And I don't know if you're going to see this movie, so I don't want to go into too high of spoiler world.
I am watching it.
Okay, so, but overall, this movie doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything, and I just found found that there was no point of this movie being made at all. Everything is just joke, joke, joke. Oh, hey, me and Pan, we'll argue about this later. Wink, wink, wink. Like, just a ton of references, and it got to the point where it was so annoying. And there was just no, this movie that's supposed to set up something never set anything up. So I don't know what the point was. I really dislike this movie, and I'm such a big Peter Pan fan and a Hugh Jackman fan. I was so surprised I walked out so confused.
ChasingCinema.com/pan full-on review in note form.
Yes, I think it's fun. I think it was a cool way to do a review and kind of get all my thoughts on there. It might be confusing for those who haven't seen the movie and don't want too many spoilers, but I advise you go see the movie and then go read my notes, and we could have a great conversation about it, because I mean the people there, we were just cracking up because of how odd it was. Like, the moment they started singing Nirvana, my head was just like, what? Where are we? Where are we right now?
That is weird.
It is so, it's like never brought up again. Never. There's like so many things that are started but never finished or never referenced again. And yeah, I don't know. Just really silly, stupid things. You're just kind of like, what is happening? Why is this part of the story? You know, this was really easy. You know, we all know where we're going. Let's just get there, right? And it was just a mess. It was a total mess. So I would definitely recommend people to go see The Walk this weekend.
Was it a beautiful film though?
For 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay, so it's only the stuff we see in there?
It's only like the trip to Neverland that was really kind of like breathtaking. And the rest is like this, you know, we're in this really big jungle and we're in these really big mines, and then at the end we're kind of in this really odd place that is it's just background. It's not something we could really kind of like say, oh, it's really beautiful to be around. It's only really that trip to Neverland. So it's really a shame that they didn't even really use the effects to their advantage either. So I really don't know what the plan was with this movie.
7 days from today, what are we watching?
Well, it depends. I don't know. What are you watching? There's Goosebumps,
Nope.
Crimson Peak,
Don't care to.
and,
I like Jessica Chastain.
and I believe Steven Spielberg's new film Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, probably that one then.
Yeah. I mean,
Between those
it's
three.
weird because the more people I talk to, the more I realize that they don't really know about this movie. It's kind of been on the hush hush.
Nobody knows about it.
But I mean, Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, you can't go wrong with that. You know, I'm hoping for good things. But as of right now, Bridge of Spies and Goosebumps have had pretty good reviews. Haven't heard much about Crimson Peak, so I'm excited.
Del Toro, huh?
I love Del Toro. You know me and my
I like
man.
Jessica Chastain too.
Yeah. I mean, and Tom Hiddleston, Loki is doing something new, you know, and everyone's kind of loving him.
This movie doesn't look good to me though. I don't know why.
It looks like a movie, like I love Del Toro's style, but it looks like a movie that I'm like just gonna have a really just interesting story. Like everyone keeps bringing it up to me, like, ooh, that Crimson Peak movie looks really interesting, and I'm usually like, oh, it's Del Toro, I'm so excited. But this one I'm kind of like a bit skeptical about. I saw a clip of it unfinished at CinemaCon, and I was like, okay, that's really hard to judge a movie, especially his movies when they're unfinished, you know, because his movies are very
Imagine Pacific
effects.
Rim,
yeah.
seeing that unfinished.
So
You don't see anything.
So I'm just gonna wait, but yeah, so it'll be kind of an interesting week, kind of all over the place next week, depending what you like.
Okay. Love it.
Love it.
Make sure you like this video.
Yeah, make sure you like the video.
And if you want on Netflix, you can see the real life version of The Walk.
Yes, Man on Wire. I'd really, really recommend people to go check that out. You know, I really enjoyed The Walk, but I think the documentary is kind of amazing in itself. I'm not sure exactly what the issue was, but, you know, I was really surprised The Walk didn't really use real footage.
Oh yeah. At the end of The Walk, I was surprised
We didn't get a
when
picture.
they closed it. They didn't show us in these movies. They usually show what the real guy looked
Yeah.
like. Do they look like? Not so much.
Not so much, but I mean, I was like, oh, we're gonna get that footage, and they don't show it. So I'm thinking that maybe Man on Wire, like the company, I believe it was Magnolia Pictures, might have rights over the real footage, so they can't use them.
Yeah.
Use the same thing, but at least a picture.
I thought also too. I thought we were gonna see real footage when they were filming from the girl. Was
Yeah.
filming. I was like, oh, okay.
Or like the news.
Oh yeah,
you know?
they're gonna show us real
Yeah.
stuff, and nope, nothing.
So I don't know if that was like an issue with rights or things like that, but overall I really enjoyed that movie. I think it was very stunning and beautiful. I had a few issues with it, but nothing too major, nothing too much to stop from like just being a really enjoyable movie.
I know it's real life, but I was actually kind of sad they didn't at least get together.
Right? Yeah, and that kind of just threw you out of
I knew
nowhere.
that was real
that
life.
was just like boom,
you know, which is
Yeah.
fine. And I don't want you to change it for me.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
for a movie, but I was like, wow.
It just felt like out of nowhere, though. You know.
And it made me feel like Petite.
Yeah, Philippe Petit.
It made me feel like he's like this selfish bastard.
I think in a way, you know, you could argue, especially you know, I think dreamers always are kind of selfish in a way because they feel that, you know, we saw it in Whiplash in a very harsh way, but like if you really want to do what you got to do, sometimes you got to put
Here he
yourself.
did it, I thought.
Yeah, but he went on and did even more stuff. Like,
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah. He went and did stuff, I want to say, until... that was in 1974. I want to say he kept doing things until, like, the 1990s.
What was left that could have been even...
I think he did, like, the London Bridge. Not like the London Bridge is in, like, the London Bridge will fall down. Like, but, like, a bridge in London. I'm not sure
He was
exactly.
allowed to do those, though?
Oh, I don't know if they were all, you know, I
those
never
were-
really researched into more of them, but I know he did do a few.
Okay.
And I believe some of them he wasn't allowed to. But, you know, I know, like, Notre Dame to me, that was big enough. I've been like, all right, I'm done, you know, but like you said, it really made a really nice tribute to those towers. And, yeah, I mean, those last minutes are really kind of like, even I, knowing the outcome of the situation, and most people will too, but it's just like, oh, don't. Yeah, it was very like, I don't know the word, thrilling, exhilarating, kind of just being very nervous and kind of having that feeling of just watching someone teetering and tottering. So
Chasing the Film Lovers website.
yeah.